Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. This is it. This is the penultimate one. One more map review and we are done with Cities Skylines 1 with all the map reviews, and what a great thing it's been. I've loved this series. I've loved recording this series. There's been such amazing creativity. Yes, there have been a lot of dud maps. There have been a lot of outstanding maps, but all of them have in one way or another been interesting and fascinating, and just the creativity's been amazing. So if ever you made a map, if ever you've appeared on the show, well done you. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Well done you. Now today's map is going to ask the question, what happens if you deliberately break all the rules of WhatMap? Do you get a high score still? Well, we've got some memes in this one which have absolutely broken the rules of WhatMap. Rules which would normally score you minus points here, minus points there. We're going to lead with one of them as well when we start the flyover. But honestly, you still get a very high score. Now, I'm going to upset a few people with today's score because I have to be true to the standard rules. And one of those rules, unfortunately, is one that has to be punished. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Let's not worry about it. Try not to worry. Take your mind off of it. Find some activity to do, like bounce your thumb up and down. You know, like this guy here. Or if you don't want to look stupid, you could just click the like button. You could use your thumb. You could bounce your thumb on the like button. Have fun, thanks for your support. Today's map is Oblivion by Random5. Random5, one of the most creative creators on the workshop. They've done some amazing maps, and this one stands up on all fronts. I'm not exaggerating. There's your start square. That's a perfectly perfect start square. I've got nothing to say to that at all. There you've got your terrain heights. We've got that high ridge running down the middle of the map to separate the map into two halves, but it's still very playable throughout. Very pretty in the resources. I mean, I don't know what more to say. If you don't find that attractive, something is wrong with you. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we have most of the fishes. It's a very nice Sunset Harbour map. Now, off to the workshop. What do you need? Well, those things on the right hand side, including the Blue Mantle Road, Owl's Mediterranean Alternative Theme, 3 trees, was that there? Prop control, tree control as well. And we're using the Vanilla European LUT, or at least we will be once we get into the flyover. Now, there is a link to the PDF. Yes, it hasn't been put in the description. Random5 has created a PDF with the background story. And there is some stuff going on here, including Blue Mantle. Blue Mantle is kind of the reason this map exists. In fact, there's my name in bold, and it does say there, luckily during the view of the Noel Harpy, there we go, that map anyway, I showed an Easter egg that was included, and I called it the Path to Oblivion, and that's where the name for this map came from. So yes, this map is very much inspired by Blue Mantle. One of those things you normally get knocked down on in terms of points. That's not what I'm going to be knocking down this map on, because it's deliberately included and it's beautifully included. I have a slight dilemma in that if you load up this map today, the map will be perfect. It will be beautiful in every respect. However, I have to review it as found, and when I found it, the map was just a little bit broken, because one of those Blue Mantle roads, or maybe at least one bit of Blue Mantle Road. Oh, here we go, down to ground level. You won't find any trees on these roads, by the way. This is Random5. Random5, they are top quality. Oh, when I say you won't find any trees on the roads, other than there's a couple for some bizarre reason over here on the edge of the map. I have no idea what they're doing here. They seem to be in the shape of letters. We've got a Y, we've got a V, we've got a V, and we've got a W. And we've got what appears to be an exclamation mark or an exclamation point, depending on where you are in the world. YVVW. I wish I had a clue what that meant. It seems familiar. It seems very familiar. Well, I don't know. But I'm not going to be docking any points off because it is very deliberately done, clearly. Where were we? Ah, yes. So yes, the map was a bit broken. One of the assets, one of the nodes, segments or whatever, of the Blue Mantle roads that are being used on the map was a local asset. And Random did, as soon as I informed Random, they fixed it. And so you could say that that's a good thing. You can't ask better than that, can you? All bridges, always check out a bridge or two. Look at it. Perfect bridges. Perfect. So yes, it's one of those things that I have to score. Yeah, Random knows what's going to happen with the scoring at the end. I'm going to give you the true score, and then I'm going to adjust it. And that's the fairest way we can do this one, so we can see what this map would have scored. But yes, there are going to be people out there who've loaded up the map, and the map will have been broken for them, because if you're missing one segment of a network, yeah, that's done and dusted. That is, and then it's going to upset people. It's going to upset. Well, of course it's going to upset, especially if you're running a potato and you get this map to load, and you spend half an hour loading it up, and it doesn't. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But there we go. Random's a great creator, and they fixed it very, very quickly. We have, I don't know, I didn't mention we have rail running alongside this, but we do have rail running alongside the highway as well. Highway splits off there. You see the bright white there, that is actually Blue Mantle. It's deliberate. We're going to come back to that. We got this this viaduct across here, which I mean, look, it's perfect. It's perfect. There's always going to be a little bit of glitching along the edges of these Blue Mantles, a little bit, but given the overall quality of it, if you actually study those Blue Mantle cracks in the environment, which we'll take a look at in a moment. No, we're not going to completely skip around it. If you check out those Blue Mantle cracks in detail, they are artistically gorgeous. They're artistically gorgeous. I recommend loading the map up just to see how the Blue Mantle cracks have been added in. We're not going to study it at great length, because this map is more than just like some deliberate cracks in the environment. Look at those white cracks there. Oh, wow. Anyway, start square. There you go. This intersection here was your start square. There's not too much to say, really, apart from it's perfect, isn't it? You've got rail in there, you've got road in there, you've got the river in there. Big, wide river, lots of buildable space. All ticking off all of the boxes there. Anyway, here's that crack running along there, and just splits the entire... There is a background story to this, by the way, but you're going to have to go and read the PDF. I'm not going to do it for you, all right? But look at the way that the environment has been separated. Lots to read within that PDF. It's beautiful. But anyway, yes, the environment's just separating, cracking. It's a mystical world, look, even looks a bit like a love heart up here. But it's not. It's the floating fortress. See, I did read it, Random. I did. The floating fortress. There we go. That is about as defensible as you get. About. Yeah. Until, of course, rocketry is invented, and then you're in trouble. If we come over here, I mean, I'm just going to skip around some pretty areas. Got a little lake house down this way, with the little pier there as well. And then this lovely little river running up. And now this river here has got a little waterfall. Having a waterfall dropping over a Blue Mantle like that, that's incredible. Okay, that's just incredible. It's almost, I would have said it was impossible. But no, you've done it. You've gone and done it, and I'm proud. I'm proud of my little Random 5. They've done so well. Stunning. It's a stunning environment. A stunning environment. The mountains look great. The scaling on the map is beautiful. We've even got like these dirt roads leading up into the mountains. We've got the little dirt track there. You're going to see lots of lovely little switchbacks. Random is a mountain dweller. They are a goat, or maybe they are the goat. Ooh, but yes, they're a mountain goat. They're used to all these switchbacks in the mountains. So every time they head home from uni, they have to drive up switchbacks. I'm making up this story, by the way, but there is truth. They do live in the mountains, and there we go. They are the Goblin King. Excuse me. So yes, I mean, all these little citadels here have a very Mediterranean. I was going to say Italian, but certainly Mediterranean vibe to them. They work really well for that, and it's just stunning work. So we've got one there with one little citadel by the river. There's another one by another river up here, if I remember rightly. Am I right? Switchbacks there. There we go. There's another one over here by the river as well. And they are just lovely. They're just lovely. Got lovely little bit of character, just dotted here and there, bringing different parts of the map to life. Little farm areas. I mean, perfect farms. What are you expecting? This is random. We've even got some little drainage ditches. Tomorrow's map's got drainage ditches in it as well. I'm not sure why we've got the footpath going through the underside. I might let that, but that might be a one little thing that I don't agree with. But I'm sure also there's a very good reason for it. So we'll let it be, shall we? Or is that a deliberate pillar there? Or is that an accidental pillar? Let's see if we can't find something else to give it context. As it seems like a very odd thing to be there if it's not a... We've got another one here. And we got something on the underside there as like a lock gate to allow for... I think that is to, as part of the mechanisms to control the water flow through the rivers, through the drainage systems. Excuse me. A little bit asthmatic today. Apologise for the coughing there. Then we have the winding rivers. I mean, they're beautiful. The tree painting is beautiful. The theme, Al's Mediterranean theme, is beautiful. We've got these sandy areas with a beautiful the long bridge running across it there. It's so beautiful. I'm going to keep using the word beautiful because it is absolutely gorgeous. Got another lake area over here. You might be able to make out fireworks in the background if you can. Fireworks for the BonBonBingo players. Nobody's got fireworks on the BonBonBingo cards, but there we are. But yes, that's a lovely lake area. I love that. Then we got down here with the cracks leading down the sides of the mountains to what's kind of a J-shaped mountain ridge going out into the river, into the sea. The underwater sand detailing is bliss, absolute bliss. And here we've got a bit of a volcano, There is you stand there long enough, yeah, you get the smoke spawning, popping out of there as well. As always with all of these maps, the highly detailed maps like Monday's one as well, do go and check them out in your own time, because these reviews are 20 minutes or there or thereabouts. I can't show everything. If I did, it would just be like a high-speed cinematic and you wouldn't be able to see anything. If I was to do the maps justice, it would take an hour. I know that Monday's map actually has a hour-long flyover by the creator, WRD, William Zardan. Do go check that one out as well. But this map deserves an hour's flyover, easily. There's plenty, with the story being told. Maybe that's something we could do in the future. Maybe I can get random on a stream and we'll talk about it live. Maybe. What do you think, random? Possibly. Maybe. Anyway, stunning work. Beaches. We've got beaches. I mean, if we follow this beach around along here, we're now putting the start square behind us. There is another citadel area up ahead. Not before we skip around this little islet type thing here. And then over this way, we got more farmlands, and then I think this is the capital. I think this was the capital. I'm gonna say I did read through the PDF, but there was a lot in there. And then we have all of these little the little harbour areas. I mean, it's just stunning. Not just that, we have this. This is worthy of Versailles. Absolutely, the Palace of Versailles. That would just be so fitting. With this magnificent monument in the middle. I mean, spectacular. It's kind of Game of Thrones-ish, isn't it? Kind of. One last little featurette area. This sandy area over here. Which, I mean, why not? Why not? Right, okay, so we've seen a lot of what's going on here. What do you think of it? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote used to always count, but now it's just for fun. Follow the link. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. I mean, just wow. I mean, I barely scraped the surface on this map. Barely scraped the surface. Well, what do I think of it? Well, aesthetically, it's stunning. I just have nothing more to say other than it is absolutely stunning. I can't think of any reason not to give it 5 stars, so 5 stars is what it's going to get. Detailing. There's 1 or 2 things I could question, but you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to go 5 stars. 5 stars for detail as well. Because gameplay potential, which is also going to get 5 stars for the all-star status. I don't see any reason why this map shouldn't have 5 stars as well. I'm in that kind of mood. Except for I'm also in the mood that says this map is technically broken, or was technically broken at the time of the review, and was only fixed because I stuck my nose in and said, "Oi, random, this is too good, go and fix it." And they did. So technically, if you play it now, it's 5 stars, but I have to give it 1 star for gameplay. All of that said, it's still too good, isn't it? So I'm going to give it the BonBonB seal of approval because, I mean, why shouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? It's a beautiful work. Thanks, Random. Absolutely thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You've given us some unplayable maps. you know what I mean that. And with it, there's even some maps we haven't seen, like the black hole map. So yeah, go and check that out if you want to. Yeah, all of you together, all of you united. Off you go. Anyway, use the word today to prove you're part of the 20 Now Elite. Thanks to all the BonBon buddies as listed on the right hand side of the screen now. If you support the channel, you're the best. And I'll be back tomorrow with one final map review. See you then. Have a great day.